Let's hear from heaven today by reading the scriptures, and we're going to be finishing up Matthew chapter 5, and this is the first part of the first third of the Sermon on the Mount. Now, I'm going to use the next, 2 or 3 videos to finish up the chapter. It's verses 33 to 48. And I want to keep these short, only a couple of minutes, so that you could use these as devotional. So you can go back to them and you can just go to them, if you're not doing that already, is just look at these maybe, 3, 4, 5 minutes at a time. This is, you can use the passage, each passage, as your daily devotional, where you can live that day based on the principles that we're going to be going over. So Jesus is finishing up this portion of the sermon by showing the people and showing us how he wants us to live, and this works together with the Beatitudes. If you remember at the beginning of chapter 5, we went over the Beatitudes, the step-by-step progress that Jesus wants us to live by if we are going to enter his kingdom. And that's what our goal is. Our goal in life, if you want to know what you're here for and why you were created, it's to get to heaven. It's to get back to heaven. That's where Jesus wants us. And this is his advice, if you will, showing us how to live so that we can get there. So let's look first at verses 33 to 37. Now, the thing about this passage here, the rest of these passages, there are 3 things, 3 aspects that we're going to pay attention to, the themes that come out of this. The first one we're going to be looking at is oaths, on how to conduct ourselves when it comes to oaths. Then we're going to, the next video, we're going to look at retribution. And then the video after that, we're going to look at how to love your neighbor. So let's start with oaths. We're looking at verses 33 to 37. Again, you have heard it said, Again, you have heard that it was said to the people long ago, do not break your oath, but fulfill to the Lord the vows you have made. But I tell you, do not swear an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. And do not swear by your head, for you cannot make even one hair white or black. All you need to simply say is yes or no. Anything beyond that, this comes from the evil one. Now, this is very simple. Now, you know as well as I do, in our culture, we swear by everything, especially like if we go to court or if we have to testify, or, even when we're caught. I won't say caught. Even if somebody confronts us, that accuses us that we did something and we know we didn't, and we are very adamant about it. We're like, I swear to God I didn't do it. I swear on my kids' graves I didn't do it. I swear on my children. I swear on my mother. We do this to make it seem stronger. And what Jesus is telling us here is he's saying, listen, you can't swear by anything because God is in everything. And if God is in everything and you're going to swear by whatever it is, then you're swearing by God, and you shouldn't be doing that because this is sin. And now, how is it sin? All right. The third commandment says this: you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. When you take God's name in vain, when you swear by God, when you swear by anything, you are taking his name in vain, because you can't do that. Because God owns everything, and there's nothing you can do by swearing by it that makes that, whatever it is, more legitimate. So Jesus is telling us, don't do that. Just simply say yes and simply say no, because if you add anything else to that, you are adding from the devil. It's what Jesus is telling us. So I want you to think about that, and it's going to come up in your life. It may come up more than a lot. Okay, just simply say yes and simply say no. I try to do that all the time. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the last time I had to swear by anything. I just simply say yes because I know when I'm telling the truth. And when I say no, I know I'm telling the truth, no matter what it is. Okay? So it keeps us from sinning. It keeps us from using the Lord's name in vain. And it keeps us from lying. Have yourself a great week.